Hmm. So this is what I'm currently doing with my life. Oh, it's been a very stressful week. Like, not just like life things, life doing things out of the ordinary, out of the norm. It's hard. It's hard for me specifically. So, okay, here we go. So, my oldest son, his name was Braxton, and he passed away 4 years ago. And when he died, I was with him, and it was pretty traumatic when it happened. And because of that experience and that trauma, when my 5-year-old got invited to go on a play date to someone else's house, I was excited for him to go. I really was. But it just made me feel like so nervous about the situation. And I had a slight mental breakdown at work where I cried a lot. I do this thing where when I'm about to have a mental breakdown that I laugh a little bit. And I don't normally laugh like this, so it's kind of weird. It's this weird laughing. I'll just kind of do it randomly. And then eventually I'll laugh so much that I'll just start crying. Excuse me. So that's what happened. I'm at work. I'm having like this meeting with my boss. And I start laughing. And she's like, "What is wrong with you?" And then that was it. I just started crying. And I got it all out of my system and I felt better. But because that happened, I left work and I went into survival mode, and I just did the things that I had to do. I went and got my kids food, I got gas, I did all the things that I had to do to be able to survive that day. And that's gonna sound weird to people, but it's this mode you go into when the trauma like reoccurs, I guess. That's the only way I can explain how I felt about it. So this is day 2. It's been a couple days since like the play date, and the play date went fine. Like, it really went fine. Other than when I went to go pick him up, he did not want to leave. He wanted to stay there, but that's it though. So I've been doing this mask because that kind of makes me feel better, and it helps me to just lay down and relax for a little bit. Because life is stressful sometimes, and I didn't realize that my kids would have great friends at 5 and, at 7, and they'd want to go over to their friend's house right now. I thought that would happen maybe later in life when they were teenagers. I kind of just thought that they would always want to stay with me, but, they want to go have their own lives, and they want to go hang out with their friends, and it's fine. It just kind of set me into this, like, spiral. I got home that same day after I had the panic attack at work, and all that crap happened. And I just remember I took care of my kids. I did everything they needed. And then I was at the end of my bed, and I just crawled into bed underneath the blankets and just laid there for like an hour and didn't move. I just laid there. Like, I just felt like it felt like it was just too much. I just couldn't do it anymore. I did all the things I needed to do to survive and to be safe and for everything to be okay. And then I finally had a chance to just lay here, and I didn't move for an hour. And that was really nice. But trauma is just so fun. Once I think I'm like past things, like something that used to bother me a lot was if I heard like a siren, like if I was outside and like the an ambulance drove by, just that loud honking and sirens, oh man, I like would start having a panic attack. from the beeping and the noises. Anyway, it just sent me back to that place, and it was really, really hard. That was a really hard thing for me to, sorry, I'm shaking because I start talking about this. It's a little emotional. Anyway, that was a really hard thing for me to like work on. And now I can actually hear like those things, and it's not such a big deal anymore. You know, a siren, I can get pulled over and I don't panic. The noises of the sirens don't like send me into a panic attack anymore. That's nice. So for the most part, I'm pretty good. I think it's just like not being with my kids. And you know, the thing is, like, I set this play date up. I knew he was gonna go over there. Like, I agreed to it, and I was totally fine with doing it. But then the next day, it like really set in that it was gonna happen. And I think that just scared me a lot. So I've been laying here with this mask on because it just makes me feel good to just lay here and relax for a little while, not think about it, and just be calm.